Hello students, myself Sumangla Biradar. In previous video, we already studied about what actually hash function means and properties of the hash function, and we can also use the hash function as to generate or compute a digital signature. So before going to study in depth about what actually hash function and how hash functions are generated, okay, how hash keys are generated using hash function. Now first we'll see some of the non-cryptographic hashes here. So in non-cryptographic hashes, method 1 assume that this is the one data x equal to x1, x2, x of n minus 1 here. So this data, it is divided as a x1, x2 based on the byte here, size of the byte here. So here xi is a byte. We can define a hash function like this. This is the one simple or traditional non-cryptographic. Here you are not using the cryptographic function. It is non-cryptographic hash function here. So you may have the question, what actually hash function? Hash function is performing some operation here. Okay. So here this is the one operation. What you are performing here? So that message or data, it is you are divided as a bytes. Based on the bytes you are represent or those data bytes, each individual byte you are storing in x1, x0, x1 like this. All those things you are adding here. Okay, that binary data. Okay, you are adding here. 1 byte means how many bits are available in each this one is, that is the 8 bits. X0 is 8 bits data, X1 is 8 bits data, and like this. So now for those data bits you will perform the logical add operation here. After adding, okay, after applying the add operation to the binary bits, what are the result you will get? No, for that result you are performing or applying the model 256 here. Okay, modulus operator you are using. So after performing this, what are the result you will get? No, that result is your hash value here. Okay, so this is one simple function which are you are used to generate a hash value here, and here you are not using the cryptography. You may have the question, madam is telling not no cryptography. Cryptography no means what? You are not using the any encryption or decryption techniques here. Just you are generating the hash value with the help of this function here. Okay. So now yes, after this one you have to tell that whether it is good or not, because you have to make the comparison with the hash function of the cryptography. As you already know that what are the properties of the hash function? Yes, if you are applied this okay operation, then your size is reduced, that is it compressed here, and also it is efficient because it is very easy to calculate the hash value. But next one more is there, that is the collision here, but it is not resistance about the against the collision here. So see here, so this is the okay message as a 2 bytes here. Okay, this is your first byte and this is your second byte here. So instead of taking this okay this byte as it is, if I swap this 2 bytes, after swapping also, if I apply the hash function, then what are the result I'll get? No, as a hash value, it is equal here. Is it resistance? As you know that what actually weak collision resistance means, even if I add simple white space, so after that if I calculate the hash value, no, so that hash value is totally different from the your original message hash value here. But here okay data itself you are shuffling. After shuffling if you calculate, no, yes, you are getting the same hash value here, then it is not resistance against the weak collision here. So due to this reason only you are not using this okay hash function here. To overcome this problem, we are going to study about how we will overcome this one in method 2 here. Instead of performing the add operation on this bytes, so what you think you are doing here? You are okay multiplying with the size of the byte here. Okay, so if it is the size of the message here, so now the each message is divided as a byte, and how many bytes it is there, that one is your n holds the number of bytes here. So that n you are multiplying with the okay first byte here, and n minus 1, second byte. N minus 2, that this procedure you are multiplying, okay, repeating for the up to it reaches the last byte here. After multiplication, what are the result you will get? No, that result you will add. After adding that, once again you are performing the modulus on that result. Okay, modulus 256 here. Yes, after using this hash function. So now what are the things you are having drawback? No, that drawback you can overcome here. See here, if I shuffle these 2 bytes, then also what are the hash value will get? No, that hash values, it is totally different from this one here. Yes, it is resistance against weak collision here. It is compression property is also there, efficiency property is also there, and it is one way. Okay, and next is it is also resistance against the weak collision here. But one more resistance is there. That is the one of the major property of the cryptography hash. What is that? Strong collision resistance. So strong collision resistance, what it tells, if you take the two different inputs and for those two inputs what are the hash value you will get? No, that hash values are okay, it is totally different here, but that is not the case here. See here, I have taken two different input here. This input is different and this input is also different. See, yes or no? Yes, it is different. But after applying this hash function, what are the hash value I'll get? No, that hash value is equal to this. But what strong collision resistance means what? Values must be different here, but it is not different here. So it is not unique here. For all the messages, you are not getting the unique hash value here. Distinct hash values you are not getting. Then meaning of this one is what? Yes, it is resistance against weak collision, but this method is not resist against the strong collision here. Then to overcome from this drawback, you are going to study about new method, that is the cyclic redundancy check. Okay, cyclic redundancy check calculation here. This is the cyclic redundancy check method here. Okay, this is your message and that message you are divided by this key here 1001 here. So after dividing, so now what are the result you'll get? No, this is your checksum here. Okay, so reminder, what is the reminder you'll get? No, that reminder you'll take as a CRC checksum, and this CRC checksum you'll add with the message and you'll okay encrypt that message and you'll send that to the receiver here. This is the checksum you are using as a to check whether it is the okay hash key, as a hash key here. CRC you are using as a hash key here. Yes, it is good one, but it detects the transmission errors. Okay, detecting the transmission error means what? While during transmission, if any noises are added, so such type of the noises it can identify here. Okay, but it doesn't detect intentional tampering with the data here. So intentionally, if anyone tamper your data, that one you can't check with the help of the CRC checksum here. That is the drawback of your CRC checksum here. So that's why to overcome from all these drawbacks, you are going to learn about or depends on cryptography hash to provide the integrity checking purpose or to verify the integrity or to prove that it is sent by the genuine users or not. All for all those purpose you are going to learn about this cryptography hash here due to these drawbacks. Okay, is it clear now? Okay, thank you.